Bitcoin is still creating this consolidation range. At the same time, volume has been decreasing over the past couple of days, and we can be seeing a massive daily Bollinger Band squeeze, all pointing towards the fact that a major market move is imminent anytime soon. And we also do know that next week, Wednesday, we will be getting our inflation data getting released, which will probably lead to a massive Bitcoin move. Right now, we're still about 4.4k in the profits with this BitCat trade. But of course, whenever we are going to be breaking out of this consolidation range, well, that could of course change my trade massively. And probably this is also exactly going to be happening anytime soon. Of course, we are still testing this very important weekly resistance where I think, in my opinion, we are about to break out anytime soon towards the upside. Of course, and in this video, I will be explaining exactly what I want to be seeing in the Bitcoin charts and how we can be invalidating this thesis. But first of all, we are still trading on a Sunday, and of course, we are still trading in a weekend. And once again, like every single weekend, we are doing perfectly what I said we would during this weekend, because usually around during the weekends, well, volume is significantly lower, because of course, large institutions and large companies are not trading during these weekends. So we can usually see consolidation at around these prices, which in this case is about the 30.3k level, which was our CME close price. And yeah, we are right now exactly seeing consolidation around this level right here. And I expect whenever we will once again be opening our CME futures tomorrow on Monday, well, we are still going to be trading at about the 30.3k level. If we will not be trading around this level right here, well, we are going to be creating a CME gap, and in that case I will be updating you guys exactly on what is going to be happening if that were to be happening. Okay, so that is usually exactly what happens during a weekend. Every single weekend this happens again and again. And before going in towards all of the most important analysis that you need to be seeing right here, well, it is very important to keep in mind that we are basically just forming a consolidation range right here, right now. And yes, of course, you can be having a look in towards all of the fancy stuff that we will also have a look in towards right after. But it is just very important to keep in mind to keep it simple with trading, because you do not need to overcomplicate these things. It will be very easy to trade this, because basically how I will be trading it and approaching this consolidation range is basically that whenever we are going to be breaking towards the upside, well, we are probably going to be creating another huge leg towards the upside. I think all the way up towards the 35.6k level. But also for the opposite, whenever we are going to be breaking this one towards the downside, well, we are going to be having a look in towards our next support level. And in that case, well, I would be having a look in towards these support levels right here, the 28.7k and the 27.7k. So it's really not that hard. You do not have to overcomplicate these things. Trading is just actually very simple. And whenever we will be breaking towards the upside, well, I am going to be adding more quantity towards my long position on BitCat. Okay, and everything that happens inside of this consolidation range, in my opinion, is just noise. It is just trapping a lot of Bitcoin traders, and I do not want to be getting involved inside of this consolidation range. Okay, and other than that, well, we can still be seeing that Bitcoin is actually making itself ready for a massive new Bitcoin move. We are currently seeing that the Bollinger Bands are getting squeezed massively, and all of the previous times whenever this happens, and whenever the Bollinger Bands are trading so narrow, just like you can be seeing on the bottom indicator, all the time whenever this happened and we were trading at about these narrow stages of this orange level, well, a massive Bitcoin move happened right after. All of the time, this is basically how the Bitcoin market works. And it is happening once again because we are seeing very, very low amount of volatility, of course, because we are consolidating in towards this range. And in my opinion, we can be trading inside of this consolidation range for quite some more time until next week. Because next week we will be getting our inflation rate getting released. And as you can be seeing on this chart right here, all of these green vertical lines were the points where this CPI data got released. And all of the previous times at these green lines around this level right here, well, we saw massive amounts of volatility. And this is going to be happening once again next week, Wednesday, we will be getting our inflation data getting released. It will be causing a lot of volatility, and because we are right now seeing a Bollinger Band squeeze, well, I think we are going to be seeing a massive Bitcoin move coming up again. Now, of course, we do not yet know if we are going to be breaking towards the upside or if we are going to be breaking towards the downside. Of course, you can be having a look into what some bullish reasons and some bearish reasons, because of course, we are developing these bearish divergences on the daily time frame. We are touching weekly resistance. So these are of course all reasons that we are going to be rather breaking towards the downside. But at the other side, of course, we are still trading in towards a very important daily uptrend. And of course, the trend is your friend. So it is going to be more likely that in the end of the day, the trend will continue towards the upside and we are going to be just getting another push towards the upside. And of course, also we are breaking out a very important patterns towards the upside, and the dollar is on the verge of collapsing towards the downside. So of course, yeah, for both scenarios, you have very valid reasons right now in the Bitcoin charts. Of course, but one thing is for sure, whenever we are going to be breaking this one towards the upside, we are going to be getting a massive bump towards the upside. So be sure to be updated about the Bitcoin chart. And whenever we will be breaking out of this consolidation range, you will be the first one to know on my Twitter page and on my YouTube channel. So be sure to be following me over here. And guys, I will see you in another update video tomorrow morning.